Hello, Sim here. So this video is going to be a bit of a mix of traditional and gameplay commentary. You will see the whole match from start to finish, and I'm playing in a cross-play lobby with all three platforms present. Shocker! It was the first match of the day, and due to my previous 4-hour gaming session being a really awful and very unpleasant experience, you will notice that I watched the initial kill cams to see if there was fairness at play or not, and surprisingly, there was. That previous gaming session certainly inspired the EOMM section within my last video, with regards to engagement optimized matchmaking, EOMM. That previous gaming session was literally 4 hours of unquestionable BS, you know, where enemies clearly see you well before them and your bullets have been dynamically nerfed, etc. And I knew it was not me or my internet connection, as I was monitoring my entire household network and internet connection, which had a stable ping. Bullets were just simply not registering, and the game decided to severely handicap me to the extreme. However, the gameplay you're watching right now is from the first game of the very next day, and the bullets were registering fine, and my network setup had not changed at all, and the network performance graphs were identical. So it really confirmed to me how much EOMM influences how well the game plays and its enjoyability. Enjoyability being the key to wanting to play the game. Now, as you will see, I'm running around a lot. Yep, I'm a rusher and a gamer who plays the objective. Yes, playing the objective. It might be considered a rare thing these days. Here you would have noticed that my team of randoms are also rushing and playing the objective. All of them are jumping onto the objective, not all at the same time. And I'm not partied up in game, but whilst I'm playing this particular gameplay you're watching, I'm just having a casual chat in Discord on the good old Xbox. So you'll notice that the enemy team seem to be reluctant to rush, i.e. they seem to be a bit more keen on camping, especially on those end walls in the middle lane. You might have observed that already. So later on they're going to decide to start playing the objective. Maybe some of them left and got replaced by other objective players, or they thought, oh my god, we better start playing the objective rather than camping all the time. I don't know, I didn't pay that much of attention. I was having a conversation, good old chat with buddies and gaming, all of that jazz. Now, I'm in favour of protecting total noobs, but the real positive change I would love to see in the EOMM algorithm is, well, go put campers against campers and rushers against rushers. We know the game tracks our movements. In other words, how stationary we are within the game, i.e. your movement rate. And then those who like to camp can play slowly and enjoy themselves playing against fellow campers, and vice versa. Us rushers can play against rushers and have those more aggressive moves. You know, we play more aggressively. And perhaps if they did a little bit of a minor tweak to reduce the elephant footsteps, if they did that, I think it would be icing on the cake, and I think this game could be real fun all the time. Now, it depends whether Infinity Ward and Activision are going to really listen, or we're just going to have to play this game for the next 2 years whilst we wait for Treyarch's next Call of Duty. And there we go, we got the good old Joker being a joker in the background. So what do you think about this? If they decided to do like that EOMM tweak where it's rushers versus rushers, campers versus campers, do you think it would be a lot more fun and appease and make it, you know, a very playable game for all? Now you can see here in the gameplay, I am playing objective. I'm the one who sits on the objective the most, and I want us to win. And I'm not really concentrating. I had bad movement there, but I'm not really concentrating. As I said, I'm having a casual conversation in the background, you know, full blown. It's almost like going back to the days of streaming. I know, streaming. I've done that for a very long time. Where, you know, that's kind of skill that having a full-blown conversation and gaming at the same time is like, wow, you know. But yeah, it is good fun, but I pushed too much around this corner too fast, hadn't healed up. I need to try taking out Ghost and swapping it for the good old fix me up as I kill enemies and get some instant health back. But yeah, you'll notice that I'm playing okay, as I said, and it was really obvious to me. I'm going like, I'm testing for the reasons of lag comp style videos and all that kind of stuff, and knowing I had changed nothing, not a sausage had changed. Same setup the next day. The only thing that had changed was the EOMM going, hey Sims, first game of the day, we'll let you have a slightly easier one. We're encouraging, we want you to play this game. So we're going to give you a game style, opponents and all the rest of it that you like and then can enjoy, so we can get you to play the game more, right? It's engagement optimized matchmaking after all. But if they could tweak it, if they could really tweak it in the way that I suggested, rushers versus rushers, campers versus campers, I think that would be fun. I really do, because then all of us get to play the game the way we want to play the game, not the way the game wants us to play the game. I hope that made sense. Oh, this moment was so close. I think I must have got naded or something right there. But it was like, oh, you know, there was other games where I've had like the entire squad on that particular spot, and just like, damn, I didn't have enough bullets, man, didn't have enough. But I was having a lot of fun, as you can tell, moving around, and I hope you enjoy the gameplay that you're watching in the background whilst we go back to a traditional kind of a game commentary thing. And for the majority of the game, if I recall correctly, I was at the top of the leaderboard for the majority of it, and because I was rushing and just wanting us to win immensely at the end of the day. I hate being pushed out the way by teammates, because the game allows you just to be, it's like playing snooker or pool, where they hit you and push you out the way kind of thing, and it's like, now it might be real life kind of thing, but I still find it a little bit of an annoyance. And you see they're still camping on their little walls. It depends just which end of the map they're going to be in. They love it. That's all they do. You'll notice later on when they've got the advanced UAVs right up right now by, you know, one of our randoms in our lobby's got one. And yes, they just did spawn there, but and that one's fallen asleep. But you'll notice that they just tend to like camp at each end and just wait for us to come to them. But they do start playing the objective and they start to catch up, which is, well, at least they start, you know, makes the game interesting rather than just really boring where they just wait for you to come to them kind of thing. And that's all they're going to do. But you can see right now, they're just sitting at ADOM. Yes, that end is ADOM for you who don't play Domination. So, yeah, they're just sitting there. But we are generally playing objective, and at this point in time, it's like it's got to the point like, well, we're enough of a head of a lead. Well, that's bad English. But we're ahead by sufficiently enough that we don't necessarily need to be in the hard point. And so I think at this point here and there, we'll go a bit more for kills. So we're kind of deviating away from playing the objective, I guess. But obviously I moved because I could see the Joker being fired up in the sky by some, you know, noob. It is what it is. And it's an element of the game, so it's okay. If only I could find a really good place to put this sentry gun on this map. If you know a good place, let me know. Drop down in the comments below, because it's like, hey, I want to play with a sentry gun and get some kills, but yeah, I need to find some good spots to put them down. Veto, I've given up using counter UAVs because they're so easy to shoot down, and I wanted something a little bit more, should we say, challenging to get. Well, it's not that much more challenging. It's only like one more kill or so before to get the sentry gun. But, you know, because the counters can be just shot down so easily, it seemed a waste of a streak, and therefore I've decided to go for a sentry gun instead. So yeah, so I'm a VTOL, and I believe from memory that as I'm navigating around the map, I am telling the VTOL, follow me. Because I'm pushing towards where the enemies are. Yes, I'm following red dots at the moment, I guess. Because I'm just watching this with no audio whatsoever. And so that the VTOL can go and do the damage. And they do love being behind that. I didn't see that guy there till the last minute where his like red blobby head just suddenly popped out because he's got a red laser sight or something. I guess there he is. He was, and I just get this sentry gun just down there in time. But it takes so long to deploy the sentry gun. But it is what it is. I would like it to be faster. It was interesting to just watch a video of mine earlier from Modern Warfare 3 days, and I failed there. And just seeing how fast weapon reloads was back then, it was like instant, absolutely instant. It was like done. It was just so fast, and hence why I can sometimes still do suffer from automatic reload syndrome, or symptom even, where I'm just in a bad habit of just automatically reloading after a gunfight, because, you know, back in the days it was super duper fast to reload. And if you're, you know, on target and all the rest of it, you're fine moving around fast. I do like moving around fast, and post this game, he was asleep, he wasn't really there, I guess. I've gone for the dual kind of setup with the field upgrade, so you've got dead silence and an ammo box, in case, you know, you end up running out of ammo because you've ended up having to camp or slow it down a lot more and have a lot more long distance engagements rather than up in your face rush style engagements. So yeah, but I really did enjoy this. It was a completely different experience from the previous night's gaming, where I was screaming, you know, the house down and really having a bad time and going, I don't get it. I'm watching everything, double checking numbers and everything for the lag comp video that I'm doing some testing and tweaking for, to make sure that the Modern Warfare 22 settings are going to work for the majority of the time. It will not remove engagement optimized matchmaking or any of that kind of BS. It just will not do so. Do not be under the delusion that it will. All I'm looking for is a consistent bullet registration connection as much as possible, recognizing EOMM is currently nerfing bullet reg depending on how it feels. But I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. You'll see that I ended up coming in second place, but you will notice that I was on the objective for the majority of the time. I think it was almost 1 minute and 40 seconds or something. Yeah, close. So 38 kills and 24 deaths. So I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, this has been Sim.